God, it's a struggle trying to understand how this thing works. I think it's because the mirror is, should I say, turned? So I recently got the screen mirroring device, and it basically just helps you see what you're doing when you're filming with your back camera, and it's so nice for content creators. So good morning, guys, and welcome to another vlog from me. I had a sale some days back, and that shit literally took over my life for the period of time that it lasted, and I have not been able to do anything outside attending to my business. My personal life suffered for that part of my life to flourish, and this is something I really struggle with. That's finding a balance with all the things I do. But I've been able to work on that part of my life to an extent, and I think the reason why this was like that is literally because of the traffic I had. So I just had to give my all to it. My room is a total mess right now. Like, the other part of the house is in check because I have my sister to help me deal with that, but I like to attend to my personal space myself. Now that I have all the time in the world, I decided to give my space some attention and then try to put all of this mess together. So let me quickly show you guys what my space is looking like. This is what my table is looking like, and this is what the wardrobe is looking like. Scattered, like so scattered. I don't know why I always keep books on my head. And then I have this pile of clothes that I don't know how I gathered them to this extent. And also you can see my wigs. My wigs are also on the chair. I also have a lot of dirty clothes I need to wash. Let's just see how it goes, okay? Hello, good morning, guys. So I decided to sit and chat today. So my today is going to be very busy, like very busy. I don't even know how I'm going to go about it. So first of all, I have some orders that are pending that I need to pack and send out, but there's an item I'm waiting to receive, so I'll be able to send out the orders. And then I'll be traveling with my sister to go write her exam. She wrote her JAMB exam 2 months back in April, but for some reason JAMB said their result was under investigation, and we kept waiting for them to release the results, only for them to reschedule another exam for them. And now the venue of the exam is very far from our house, so we have to travel. The exam is supposed to be tomorrow, but they said it's 6:30 a.m. and it's just crazy. So the place is far, the time is very early. Even though I know that time is not feasible for the exam, we just have to go early. We get to know the venue and other important information we need to know before the exam. So that's why we're going today, and then we'll just find a way to fix ourselves, maybe lodge a hotel or something, and then tomorrow morning she writes the exam and then we return back home. So yeah, that's basically all I'll be doing today. I was expecting to have received that item now because it's past 10 a.m. and I don't even know how I'm going to even do everything. I'm confused, honestly, but let's just see how it goes, okay? So we got back home 9 p.m. yesterday. Tell me why an exam that was scheduled to hold 6:30 a.m. was started at 5 p.m. So here's the backstory on what happened. First of all, I couldn't even send out my packages before we traveled because it rained and GID delayed to complete them up. And at the time they messaged me, I was out already. So we got to the location around 6 p.m. on Friday. We had to go check the venue and ask questions about the exam. And we couldn't even lodge a hotel because they said all the rooms were completely booked. And we just felt, oh, since it's just that evening and the next day morning, because according to them, the exam was supposed to be 6:30. And I was like, even if they delay, at least 8 o'clock, you should have started. And then by 10 o'clock, she should be done. And by 11, we should be back home. So we just look for somewhere to stay. And then we manage for the night. And the next morning, we are back home. So luckily, we found a classroom. And there were other people there. There were other parents and siblings who accompanied their children and siblings to the location for the exam. So we just managed the classroom for the night. And the next morning, before 6:30, we were already at the venue. And then they started calling them in by 7. I was just happy because it looked like the exam was going to start early. And 3 hours later, people started coming out from the hall. And I haven't seen my sister. So I was worried. I was like, what kind of exam is she writing that almost everybody is done and she's still inside? And I was just, still checking. And something just told me to ask, one of the people who were out what was going on. And the guy told me that people who were writing government had issues with their exam and they had to come another day to come write the exam. And I was like, are you for real? It's jam for real. They said they had 2 questions for their government and accounting, and for that reason their exam is cancelled and they'll fix another exam for them. And I just got so furious. I don't know why Nigeria is so disorganized. An exam that was held in April, you guys delayed releasing the results, and then you had months to prepare for the new exam you are setting for them, and now you're telling me that you had issues and they will have to come back. I was just so tired and stressed. I was just waiting for my sister to come out so we should just go back home and go and decide on what to do. And then I later heard that they said they would fix, JAMB would send another question from Abuja that same day, and they would write that same day. Just happy and relieved, and I felt like that's the better option. I don't mind waiting for as long as it will take, but I just want to be sure that we are done with everything we need to do that day, and then we get back home. Around 3 p.m, she came out, and I thought she was done, only for her to tell me they said they should come back and freshen up, and then they should go back by 4, and they will start the exam by 5. She went back in by 4 p.m, and then at 6:30 p.m, she was out already. Just had to get the next available vehicle to our location, and that was how we got home 9 p.m. yesterday. We didn't have our shower for over 24 hours because the last shower we had was the one we had before we traveled, and then we couldn't book a hotel, and there was nowhere to obviously take our bath. Just happy that Lady Red didn't visit at that time, so we were able to manage. And I also had my deodorant so I don't smell funny around people, and that was just it. It was a crazy experience, and I'm just praying that after all that stress they won't say that something is wrong with their results and we have to come back again for another exam. And I could not even send up my customers packages even yesterday, Saturday, because when I couldn't do that on Friday, I just thought since we'll be coming back early on Saturday, I would still send them out on Saturday, and now I couldn't send them out on Saturday. JIG, their drivers don't work on Sunday, so now they can't come to pick them up today. And I don't even know what to say to them, honestly. At this point, God should just help me out, because it's obvious it's not my fault, but let's just see how everything goes.